92.7, 96.9 WRRV. It's Val. So excited to be joined by Ed Roland, lead singer of the band Collective Soul. They will be heading out on the road this summer with Hootie and the Blowfish. Edwin McCain making a stop at Bethel Woods in June. Hello, Ed.
Is this Valerie?
This is Val, yeah.
How you doing, girl?
Good, how are you?
You know, having a couple of weeks off. Kind of nice. Reconnecting with the family.
I mean, you need
that. Oh,
that.
there you are, Dad. One of those moments. Oh, there you are, Dad.
Did they get the chance to come out with you on the road much, or?
They do, but, you know, my 14-year-old's so busy at sports and camps and school, and, you know, but we make time. Every 2 weeks we see each other for sure. We get a couple of times on the road where he spends time, and, you know, he's getting to the age where Dad's not cool, if I ever was, but it's, no, you know, it's part of growing up. I get it.
Come on. That's hard to believe.
Well, obviously you don't have any children.
I do. I have an 8-year-old.
Then wait 6 more years and we'll have a conversation again.
Promise?
Yes.
Awesome. I am so excited to talk to you today. I have to admit, when we saw the announcement that you guys were coming to Bethel this summer with that lineup, we were like, oh, my God.
You know what? We had the same feeling, you know, because we grew up with, you know, we're all Southern boys. Everybody knows each other, known each other forever. I mean, we camp out at each other's house, and it's and Edwin McCain's. It's like going to camp. It really is. Like, you know, you get your buddies again.
So you know each other personally, but have you worked together in this capacity, like going out for this long on the road together before?
Not this long. We've done shows together, you know. And Mark's come in. I've had side projects. Mark comes in. He plays mandolin, and you know, we just hang out. You know, Mark's come by and stayed at the house. He's like, "Dude, are you home? I need to crash somewhere." I was like, "No, but call my wife and just go to the basement. You know where to go. Go on the couch in the basement and have fun."
It's always so funny, I guess, to think about like who's connected to who in the background. You're like, wait, you're all friends and you do this outside of quote work?
Yeah. We enjoy each other's company, and that's what it was exciting that this opportunity came up. You know, of course we love playing, but to be able to play with your friends and share the stage with your pals is really a cool thing, man. It really is.
Ed Roland of Collective Soul, who will be on stage at Bethel Woods this summer. Hootie and the Blowfish, Collective Soul, Edwin McCain at Bethel, June 27th. Can you talk about how this, like, who initiated it, and then how did you all say, like, all right, we're in?
My manager called me and said, Hootie was going out. Do you want to tour? And I was like, of course I do. I love those guys. They'll be fun, you know, easygoing, no egos. Everybody's team players. And so I literally called Mark and Darius and just said, hey, guys, I'm not going to tell you the sales pitch I gave them because we're really tight. And it was kind of, you know, a funny inside joke with us. And then they go, okay, we'll think about it. And about 3 hours later, they call back and said, yeah, y'all are coming out with us. I was like, thank you, boys.
Wow. And then do you tell the rest of the guys in the band, like, guess what I signed us up for?
Yeah. They were fired up. They're like, oh, yeah. You know, because touring's fun when you're on the stage. You know, that there's nothing that beats that. When you're on stage, that is the ultimate gift, you know, for what we do. But to be able to have a community feel and vibe for the whole tour, like with Hootie and Edwin, just makes it even more special.
That's great.
And I'm sure I get to work on my golf game this year with Darius.
Did you say golf game?
Golf game.
All right, we'll have to let you know some local courses you can check out.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
We're back with Ed Roland from Collective Soul, taking the show on the road this summer with Hootie and the Blowfish and Edwin McCain at Bethel Woods. It's the Hudson Valley's alternative WRRV. Now, you guys have never played at Bethel before, so what's the feel about getting on that stage where Woodstock 69 took place?
I don't know. You know, every stage is special to us. We still, you know, 30 years into it, we still love every night. I mean, we high-five each other, we hug each other, we get fired up. We just, like I said, the stage is the ultimate reward. It's just what you dream of, and to still be able to do it 30 years later and, you know, be relevant and people still want to see you play and hear your songs, it's a blessing.
I would love to rewind back 30 years. You guys got to play Woodstock 94 like as a fresh new band, right?
Correct.
What's that feel like for a group of young guys who are just establishing themselves as a band?
Well, we don't really remember it at that moment because we were so busy and just crazy. We went there as fans. I remember we were following King's X around because nobody knew who we looked like. Everybody knew Shine, the song. They didn't know who we looked like. And then finally, I'll never forget, Doug Pennick from King's X turned around and said, "What do you hippies want?" And we were like, "We're just fans. We just want to say hey." It was one of those moments. And we, in the parking lot, Live showed up at the same time. And, they were just exploding. And we exchanged pics. 94 was a great, fun time.
I grew up listening to this radio station that I work at right now. So Shine has been a part of, this station and me as a young music fan and now as a professional that works in this field for forever, for as long as I can remember. So how does it feel when people call your music just like timeless or just a part of the institution of rock music?
You know what? It's an honor and a privilege. You don't set out to write a song to go, this is going to be timeless. You just write a song that you think's good and the band likes, and we're proud of it. And then from there, it's up to the people, And if we don't like it, we can't expect anybody else to like it. So that's our approach to every song we do on every record. I mean, I like to call them fluffers. We take every song seriously and what we think makes us proud. And then at that point, it's the luck of the gods or whatever.
I was like, I don't know if I should tell them this or not, but I mentioned earlier when we were talking about our kids, my daughter is 8, and I can tell you 100% truthfully, my daughter has grown up listening now to this radio station, and we were driving in the car. She was like less than 3 years old, and Collective Soul Shine was on, and she hit the like perfectly. I almost crashed my car, and I was like, I can't believe that this child that less than 3 years old has picked up on music so much. And to this day, like this morning when I put her on the bus, I was like, wish mom luck. She's like, you gotta hit the I was like, okay.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. See, that's the reward we get. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Your music has spanned decades and decades of fans here. And now that you're getting ready to release this new album in May, what can we expect? This is a big one, a double album. I know we've heard a tease about the first single, but what else? What else?
Well, we recorded at Elvis's house. He owned 2 homes when he passed away. Of course, Graceland, but this is the Elvis Presley estate in Palm Springs, which was left dormant since he died. So I met the gentleman that owned it, and we staged it. We because everything, it was just empty. And so they gave it to us for a month to go record at Elvis's house in Palm Springs. So it was really, we grew up Elvis fans. Being from the South, you have to be an Elvis fan. You have no choice. And to be in Elvis's house recording, and I slept in Elvis's bedroom. I'm the first man to sleep in Elvis's bedroom.
Come on.
That's where he spent his last Thanksgiving, Christmas, and birthday. He did his last 3 records in that house. And it was eerie to when you first go in there, you're kind of in awe. And then you get down to business, and then you he had it set up where it was acoustically treated, and we recorded, and I would sing outside next to the pool. The control room was in Lisa Marie's room, and she passed while we were out there. And the night she passed, the ceiling fell in on all our control room gear.
No.
And we were like, what is going on? It was kind of spooky at times, but at the same time, you're kind of, this is crazy, So I went out there with 10 songs, and the guys, we recorded as a live band. We put Johnny, our drummer, up, and we horseshoe around him. I went out there with 10 songs, and they recorded them in 4 days. And I was like, well, we still got like 20-something days left. So I gave them a 4-day holiday around Palm Springs, Joshua Tree, and I sat there and went in Elvis's party room, and I brought all my vinyl out. And I just sat there and listened to the rock that I grew up with, the artist that inspired me, and wrote 12 more songs. And they came back in, so we decided, let's do a double album.
My jaw is on the ground hearing the history, but that's unreal.
It really is. It took us a second. And when we finished, I'll never forget, we kind of always listened to, basic tracks were done there. I had to sing some overdub and background vocals and some lead guitar here and there. We did other places, but all the basic tracks were done there. And we just sat there like, how did we do that in like such a short period of time? We basically did that record in basically 18 days.
Wow. But I mean, when you have the right people in the right place, I guess it just comes together naturally, right?
It does, and that's the beautiful thing. I'm so blessed to have these cats in the band. I'm just happy that they allow me in the band. They're just wonderful cats, and we love being around each other. Like I said, before we go on stage every night, we're just hyped. We can't believe where we are, and I think it shows on stage how much we love what we do, and that I think translates to the audience. So they have fun too.
And you don't ever get sick of your brother being a part of the gang?
Well, of course, and I'm sure he gets sick of me every once in a while. That's the only dynamic. There are brothers in the band, but no, we truly love each other. Everybody loves each other. I mean, we're not afraid to say that and say it all the time.
Well, we can't wait for you to come out here in June at Bethel. I guess, can you give us, before I let you go, can you give us any idea of what we can expect when you hit that stage in June?
Well, of course, you're going to hear the songs that got us to that stage, but we're going to play a couple of new tunes. By then, the single will be out, and we'll play one more, and then we got a cover that I'm thinking Edwin's going to come out and sing with us, which will be fun. I'm not going to give that away because it's fun.
Okay.
So it's going to be a fun night. I don't know if you've ever seen Hootie. They're just fun guys too. They're a real band like us and Edwin too. So it's kind of fun. There's no tracks. It's just rock and roll, man.
I'm so looking forward to it. Like I said, when we heard this announced, everyone was fighting over like who's getting there first. And
that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
It's a huge fan. What an honor. So looking forward to welcoming Collective Soul to the Hudson Valley, their first time on stage at Bethel Woods with Hootie and the Blowfish, Edwin McCain, this June 27th. The Hudson Valley's alternative will be there. It's 92.7, 96.9 WRRV.